guys, welcome back to another video.
I'm always doing the most, finish my cup and reload. Let it swing right back, let it swing right back.
In today's video, we are doing this XL acrylic nail set and I am so excited to share this full design process with all of you. If you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. We are going to jump straight in and get our nail tips applied. So these are the XL No C-Curve nail tips. Honestly obsessed with them for those XL designs, and the square shape is just amazing. So I'm going to use the instant nail glue and get those tips applied super quickly. Then we can jump straight into our acrylic design. This set I was meant to get edited and up for you guys way sooner than I have managed. However, I feel like it still fits the theme of spring and it's still fabulous. So yeah, we're still gonna go ahead and share it because it's still super cute. And of course you can just miss out the little bunny ears on the Tweety pie if you didn't want to add those in. I think again it still is cute, so it's completely up to anybody whether they want to add those or leave them off. But yeah, let's jump straight into our design. So I'm using powder blue from the Pastel collection and Buttercup as well. Those two are from my Pastel collection and they are just perfect for spring. So I'm going ahead applying that to the free edge, blending that up the nail, and then I'm going to add another bead to the center of the nail and then blend that up and down the nail. This just builds up the opacity, and since it is an XL set, of course it's going to take that little bit more product to just do the design. But honestly, these powders blend so beautifully and they are just super easy to work with. So I'm just, like I said, pulling that product back up the nail to make sure that I have a seamless blend. When I come in with the yellow, it's not going to like ledge up or like smoosh up against any high points of the blue. So once I've finished with the blue, I'm coming in with that Buttercup yellow, applying the bead towards that cuticle, and then of course pushing up the nail, making sure to get it nice and tidy around the cuticle. Then once I've done that, I will be blending it down over the top of the blue to create this gorgeous pastel ombre, which I am just obsessed with, and I feel like I need to do a rainbow set, pastel rainbow themed, because I just couldn't think of anything better than doing a full pastel rainbow with glitters and all of that good stuff included. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for a set like that, because I am telling you now, it is on the way. I just need to get filming, get creating, but I'm definitely going to be doing that. Okay, so I layered it up. I added another yellow bead. That was just to make sure I could get my blend right, but also build up that product thickness just a little bit. Blended it down the nail, and as you can see, they ombre really well. You get this kind of mid-tone pastel greeny yellow colour in the centre, which just pretty. Next up, I'm going to come in with my loose glitter, and I'm using Cloudy Day, which is this, it's like a pastel blue, iridescent white, got a bit of pinks in there. It's really pretty, super beautiful. I'm just applying that with some crystal clear acrylic. So I pick up my clear, swoosh it along the nail where I want to apply the glitter, then I pick up my glitter, apply that, and then make sure everything's laying where I want it to. And it's just a super easy method of applying your loose glitters with acrylic. I did exactly the same thing with the iridescent rainbow yellow, and yeah, just basically followed the trail where I applied the Cloudy Days chunky glitter and added a bit of iridescent sparkle in there. Then I'm coming in with one of my favourite glitters, which is the silver holographic lens flare. This just really makes any set, like you could add this glitter to any set, and I am telling you now, it levels up like 10 times. It is amazing and I am so obsessed with it. The sparkle that it gives, just the vibes, the whole mood, it is giving, like seriously, love it. Okay, so I'm happy with that nail now. We're going to move on to the next one, and for this nail we are doing a extended smile line. So I'm using Toasted Rose for that, and I'm just picking up a medium to large bead, placing it pretty much where I want my smile line to end, and then I'm using the belly of my brush to control and work that product to make that extended smile line into the shape that I want it. And the beauty of working with the Nail Mate powders is, as long as you've got that right consistency, they behave so well. They stay in their place, but they are so movable, like malleable, do you know what I'm saying? They move around so well. So yeah, I've finished and finalised the shape of the smile. Then I can come in with finishing up the nail bed. So I did another medium to large bead in the centre. I'm just patting it side to side, and then I'm coming in and stroking it down over that smile line that I've already created, just using the tip of my brush with feathering motion. You don't want to be dragging the product. You want to build up a little bit of thickness here, because obviously your apex, the strength and the structure of the nail also needs to be taken into consideration when doing a smile line. Once I finish that centre bead, I'm going to come in with my final cuticle bead for this smile line, placing it just before the cuticle, then with my brush pushing it up the nail and then feathering it down to blend into the existing acrylic that I already did apply. This is just, especially for a long extended smile line, I find the absolute best way to do it. If you're going to try and do it all in one bead, it just becomes a struggle, you know, trying to get that smile line correct, trying to get the cuticle area. It's a bit like when we're working with doing a marble nail. If you try and get that cuticle all in one go, it just becomes, like I said, super hard. So break it down into bite-sized portions and work on a little bit at a time. Okay, so I'm going to let that nail bed set, and whilst we're doing that, we're going to move on to the next nail. So this one is basically going to be the same as the first one we did, where we have the buttercup and the powder blue. However, it is going to be in reverse. So we are coming in with that powder blue on the cuticle area, blending it down the nail. And once we've finished doing that, we're going to come in with buttercup at the free edge and blend it up the nail. These powders blend so beautifully, and I just love it. I've really missed doing a lot of acrylic. You guys obviously know, because if you've been subscribed to me and you loved watching my acrylic tutorials, I've kind of been hit and miss, like some acrylic here, some acrylic there, just trying to throw other things in there. But honestly, when I did my last acrylic video, I really got like my spark back, and I felt like that is literally like my passion, the acrylic nails, the acrylic side of everything. Just like, I don't know, it lit something up inside of me, you know what I'm saying? So I think that is definitely where we're going to be focusing, and yeah, I'm just excited to get back into it more, doing a lot more acrylic tutorials with you guys. So yeah, that's just where I've been at creatively. I feel like I'm back and I know exactly what I want to do, what style is my signature style as a nail artist. And you guys probably know that as well, I guess. When you come to my channel, you do expect that acrylic side. And I have got to say, I've not really been delivering, but I promise you, I'm back, okay? I've got a lot planned. I'm really excited. So watch this space. Make sure those notifications are on, because what is about to come, you do not want to miss, okay? All right, back to the nail. Basically the same process, like I said, as the first nail. I'm coming in with that clouded day, and I'm layering in over the rainbow iridescent yellow. I think it's yellow, it might be lemon, but I'll be sure to link everything. So if you want to check anything out, you can check the description box or the product tagged area. I'm not sure which bit it will be in. Okay, so we are at the super cute lens flares. Just picking them up, adding them into a little bit of that wet acrylic, and that's just going to hold them in place until we come and encapsulate them in the crystal clear. And when you have applied like glitters like this into acrylic, top tip, make sure it is fully set before you come and cap them, so you don't have any movement in your design. Okay, so I went ahead, I refined my smile line, and then I'm coming in with my pastel acrylics. We're doing both again. We are coming in with our buttercup and our powder blue, and we're going to continue the theme of the ombre, because that is literally the whole vibe for this set. I wanted it to be really dreamy, really like aesthetically pleasing, with lots of glitter, bling, without being blingy, if that makes any sense. But yeah, just really cute and just spring themed, but XL. So yeah, we are doing the buttercup down one half of the nail, then we're going to do the powder blue. So this is called a vertical ombre. I do have an online course where you can learn how to do this to precision, also for the smile line as well. So if you wanted to join any of my acrylic classes online, you don't have to be a professional. If you just do your own nails, or you're just doing like your own YouTube channel, it's definitely worth like learning and upskilling. So if you wanted to join, I will leave the link to my classes in the description box. And I know that if a lot of you are new nail techs, or like you've only trained in a certain method of application, such as builder gel or rubber base or the jelly flex tips like the Gel X nails, or if you're just doing your own nails, don't be shy to delve into acrylic. I promise you, once you get your hands on it and you get like your technique down, you will absolutely love it. It is such a different way of wearing nails. The feel and everything about acrylic is just next level. So yeah, definitely make sure you stick around for more acrylic videos, because we are going to be hitting the town with it. We are bringing it back, baby. Anyway, back to the video. I'm doing the same thing basically, we're just doing it in a different mashup. So we've got that cloudy day and the rainbow iridescent yellow, along with the stars again, but coming down from the cuticle, which oof, just looked divine. If I'm honest, when I was doing this set, I was just like, I need to give myself a full set of like smile line nails, but not with a white tip at the end. I want to create like a real fun, beautiful spring design, and I had the best idea, and I feel like I'm probably going to do it and share it with you guys, because it was just so pretty in my head, so we might as well bring it to life. Anyway, back to the pinky. We have done powder blue, and look at this, man, look at this. I think it's called Moon Rock. Yes, Moon Rock, baby. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous iridescent blue gold acrylic. We've added that to the free edge, and then we've blended that up the nail, and look how beautifully it blends with that blue. This at Christmas with some snowflakes over the top. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Literally stunning. I mean, absolutely stunning. Okay, anyway, we're adding some more of that blue cloudy day glitter over the top, fading it up and down the nail, because we couldn't just leave that nail without any glitter on. It just wouldn't match the whole vibe. So yeah, we are making sure to pat that product down, make sure all the pieces are laying flat and that all of them are contained within the side walls of the nail. And then once we've finished doing that, we can go ahead and start with adding some of the little lens flares. Again, we want to make sure the theme is flowing and everything has a little element in there. So I'm not adding too many on here, just a couple here and there just to reflect in the light. Okay, so now I've finished applying my design. This is how the set is looking. For the thumbnail, you could go two ways. You could replicate the pinky, or you could do another smile line nail. In case anyone was wanting to recreate the set, that is what I would do there. Choose one of those and recreate it on the thumb. But now it's time to do our encapsulation, baby. So I'm using the Nailmate Crystal Clear Acrylic, and we are just going to go ahead and encapsulate this entire set to make sure that we are protecting that design, building the shape, the strength and the structure of the nail. This is one of my favorite bits, but also not one of my favorite bits. Like, sometimes I enjoy doing it, but I'm so glad when it's done. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially on an XL set, I'm just like, come on. Like, my best bit, I suppose, is like applying the design, and then I've got to say it's top coating, revealing that design that you've just spent so much time creating. Encapsulation, like I said, it's satisfying to watch, but to actually do, for me, I just can't wait till it's done. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, let me know what your favourite part of a nail set application is, because I know everybody has their favourite parts. If I had to choose one, I mean, I don't know, the top coating is good, but I really do love like a marble nail or a design. So, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to continue encapsulating the entire set, and then we will be back. So whilst we go ahead and finish encapsulating the set, I am gonna chat to you guys. I am super duper excited. I just launched my brand new spring acrylic collection. It is so stinking pretty. I'm gonna film a video for you guys where we unbox it, we swatch it, we get a good close-up, and we can do some designs with it as well. It is super pretty, and honestly, without even knowing, do you want me to tell you what it reminds me of? When I, like, afterwards, this was not even a thought, but like the colour theme is a bit like the Powerpuff Girls, because we've got the blue, we've got the pink, we've got like the green. I did throw in a lilac in there, but yeah, honestly, I'm obsessed with it. I cannot wait to use it in my next video. I might do a Powerpuff Girl set because I think that would be bomb. Like, literally would go with it so well. Anyway, I have left this portion in where we are encapsulating the whole set. Let me know if you guys want me to leave that in and just chat to you throughout it. Maybe if you guys left some questions, I could answer those in like this part of the video. Because it is a little bit longer, and I can't keep saying I'm now picking up the bead and encapsulating the set, because you guys will be like, what? Why are you saying that over and over? But yeah, I think maybe if we do maybe some like Q&As, or I don't know, something a bit more fun than me telling you what I'm doing on every single nail of encapsulating. My top tip though for encapsulating is to ensure that you do have fresh monomer. If you guys have watched my videos before, you know sometimes I'm a little bit lazy. I will leave my monomer in my dish and just use it up. But if it's been a few days or I've used it a lot and then you come back to it, it will be less, I'm not sure what the word is, but it gets like sticky. It gets hard to work with your product. It doesn't pick up a bead correctly. So 1000% I am telling you now, fresh monomer is the winner when it comes to acrylic design and encapsulating. You cannot use old monomer. I mean, if you are a nail tech, you should definitely be using a fresh monomer for each client anyway, but for filming videos, it's easy just to leave any excess in your dapping dish, come back to it the next day, the day after. But honestly, it really does affect the application. So yeah, anyway, we're finishing up this nail. I'm applying my cuticle bead, blending that down the nail, and then we can go ahead and file them both, and this is how they are looking. Like, damn, look at that, look at, boom. We needed a better transition in there, didn't we? But I really did let that down. Anyway, never mind. Let's move on to creating some cute as heck nail art. Got my brush box out with all my favorite brushes inside, and we are gonna go ahead and sketch out our little Tweety. Since this was before Easter and I did plan on launching it Easter weekend, this video, it didn't happen because I just had so much to do. Seriously, oh, I'm getting on it, but I was a bit behind with this. Yeah, like I said, just leave the bunny ears off. If you didn't, you know, if you're recreating this set, you wanted it to be for spring, leave those bunny ears off and you are on it. But I suppose spring is still a bunny ears. It's not like, it doesn't have to be the Easter bunny. So maybe it works anyway. Yeah, I'm sketching it out using the No Shade gel polish. It's great for sketching out your designs but not intruding on your nail. You can see exactly where you need to paint your design, but it's not something that you're trying to try really hard to cover up, if that makes sense. Like, I've sketched with black gel before, I've used a pencil, and sometimes it peeps through like your gel, do you know, when you're like painting. That No Shade is absolutely bomb, so good. Anyway, using a mixture of the Nail Make gels, the white gel paint and the black gel paint, we're coming in with our little Tweety bird. We are filling him in. He is getting coloured in like a colouring book. I'm making sure to cure between like layers that I'm happy with, or if I'm layering up over the top and I need to add more details. But yeah, it's just a process, and it really is a trust the process moment, because honestly, it is not my strongest point doing character nail art, and a lot of the time I have a lot of self-doubt when I'm like going through the process. I can draw on paper absolutely fine. When it comes to nails, it is squeeging it onto like such a slim nail. I do struggle with that. I need to practice a lot more, but yeah, I love how this turned out. I think it looked really, really cute, really, really pretty. So like I said, yeah, it's just a process, curing in between each bit, making sure to constantly look at your reference photo and adjust where needed, because again, sometimes like little bits don't need to be exactly the same. So I did adjust little bits where needed to fit the nail how I wanted it to appear. Okay, so I'm coming in with this liner. This is liner number 2, and look at these sparkles. I just had to show you that. Liner 2 from the 5-piece brush set, and I'm lining my Tweety bird. So I'm doing some super thin lashes, his little eyebrow, and then of course just the general outline for the rest of the design. I do flash cure between bits that I'm happy with, because I would hate to smudge it, or if I needed to wipe something and I'm happy with a bit, I'd be like, oh, kill me inside. So yeah, love it. I feel like he turned out, like I say, super cute. There's that no shade gel, so good. I'm adding my shadows now. Top tip, I got this from Alanya's Acrylic Nails. She started using the no shade gel to do these shadows on her designs, and I was like, yes, like wow, why didn't I think of that? But yeah, it literally takes your art to the next level. So I was happy that I seen that and could take that on board, baby. Okay, cured everything, then I top coated it with the super gloss, then I cured that as well. I'm now going to add some of the little blue charms and the balls in the middle. I didn't want to do gold, so I'm using the little ball wheel to add some silver ones instead. So with the fluid gel, I'm coming in, just adding that around the cuticle area where I want those charms to go. And I'm just going to add a large one in the center and then 2 smaller ones at either side. And I feel like this was just the right amount of something for this set. It was already quite extra. I didn't want to start adding loads of bling because I wanted that glitter, that ombre to be the star of the show. Of course the hand painted art is cute as well, so that was adorable. But yeah, using my crystal wax bling stick and my fluid gel, we got those those flowers into place, cured them, and then I'm coming in with my super gloss and we are top coating everything. I like to get the product onto the nail with an XL set, and then I will come in and kind of smooth it out once I've literally got it on there, if that makes sense. So I'm doing that for all of the nails. I do flash cure between each nail once I'm happy with it, just to make sure that I don't like nudge it or anything like that, especially with working on a practice hand. Okay, so we're finishing up with the pinky, curing everything in the light for one final 60-second cure. And then we add our cuticle oil. This is, I think, the final look. I don't do anything else, but I'm obsessed with it. I show you guys so many end result pictures, like little vids, because I was so happy with it. It was so cute. Honestly, I love how it turned out. Super, super dreamy, super, super pretty, and so like spring themed. I just love it. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching, because I know I'm happy to be back. Hopefully you guys are happy that I'm back, and I will see you in my next one. As always guys, please remember that you are bomb.com, lit as fuck, and don't ever let anybody tell you any different, because you got this and I love you. Also, if you didn't subscribe, please, what are you doing? Hit the button.